Welcome to We Need to Become channel. My name is Eunice. Today, I'm going to be very honest with you. This is something that I've confused for the whole of my lifetime, if I would say that. So I've always thought that being kind and being nice are the same thing. And I know most of us do. But after doing some research, I've learned that there's a difference between being kind and being nice. And since I learned the difference, this has changed how I show up in my relationships, at work, and even showing up for myself. And I am very excited to share this with you. So, when I was growing up, I believed that you have to be kind to be a nice person. So, kindness is more of the action, and niceness is the label they gave you. But after reading the book Not Nice, this mindset completely changed. Dr. Aziz has clearly defined the difference between the two. So he says that being nice is more of avoiding the discomfort, and being kind is more of being honest, even with the discomfort. And this has stayed with me. I've realized how many times I chose niceness, not because it was right for me, but because it felt safer. So I chose niceness, not because it was right for me, but it felt safer. So at this moment, I sit down and I'm grateful for every person who've been kind to me in the past, because that took a lot of confidence, a lot of courage. For you to be honest with somebody, even with the discomfort, that's the best gift you can give somebody. Instead of being nice, avoiding to tell them what you need to tell them just because you're avoiding the discomfort. So, what happens if we continue to confuse being kind and being nice? So, what you realize that you start avoiding the truth, and also you start avoiding having difficult conversations, as well as you choose to keep quiet instead of speaking up. And when you're doing that, you're trying to be nice, avoiding the discomfort. And that discomfort that you're avoiding is not disappearing, it just moves inside you. And with time, that discomfort that moves inside you grows into resentment and loss of self respect. I learned about resentment in a very simple way. So there are moments where I went out of my way for people, adjusted my plans, showed up with positive intentions. But I did all these expecting approval. And when I didn't get it, I felt disappointed and I felt resentful. And I realized if only I had done this without any expectation, then resentment would not have showed up. So resentment shows up when you're trying to be nice or when you're being nice and expecting approval. So, how do we ensure that we don't continually confuse being kind and being nice? So, one thing is being aware that when you're kind, you don't have to say things harshly or say everything at the same time. You can be honest with care. You can be truthful and respectful at the same time. And also remember to always ask yourself powerful questions. A question like, how can I say this without forgetting myself? How can I do this without forgetting myself? So we have to build that habit of being honest, even with the discomfort, so that we can be more kind to other people. So, this is the best bit. Research has proved that being kind builds more connection, and being nice builds more silence. And confidence only grows when you decide to be yourself, when you decide not to be perfect, when you decide not to be agreeable. Just be yourself and be honest. Till next video, bye.